Drusera is an Elden god, and the ultimate goal of the Nexus project. She is composed of 6 Elden, broken down and combined via the infusion of vast amounts of primal power. Drusera is named after the oldest, most benevolent, and most powerful gods of the Elden pantheon for a reason. She has the power of creation at her fingertips, capable of fabricating anything she desires with the power of her thoughts. The entity, on the other hand, appears to be the opposite of Drusera. It is a being of cruelty, violence, and destruction. The Elden grew so fearful of it, they attempted to destroy it, but ultimately failed to do so. Needless to say, the entity was not pleased with the attempt. The entity also appears to be able to control the Stray. So how are they related? Despite her power, Drusera is helpless against the transmuted enemies, and the entity easily undoes her work. The two are never present together, and her caging of the entity could merely be an attempt to repress her darker half. Drusera can create anything with her mind, with her childhood anything but nurturing. She lashed out in anger and frustration. Indeed, a caretaker scan revealed she created something terrible and vile. Nazrak tampered with the creation device with untold consequences. Could it be that the entity houses the 6 negative aspects, while Drusera is comprised of the positive? Or could it be that Nazrak somehow is the entity? Whatever the source of its physical form, perhaps the entity existed long before Drusera was created and the Elden arrived. The plans for the protoplasmic resonator were provided by an unidentified third party, and someone unknown assisted Nazrak in tampering with the device. Perhaps all a ruse for the entity to gain a body and bring forth the strain by twisting Vorion's mind. Nexus, after all, was under quarantine.